How and where do you think about social media as a part of your overall media strategy?
So I think there's two things. There is a social media strategy, and that is where you talk about that content calendar. You talk about what you're doing, and you get all of those people in the organization to speak to. Here's what our customer service is going to do this day, and this is what our PR team is going to put up there that day. And then you put together a media plan, whether it's for a product launch, for a seasonal campaign, whatever it might be. And if you sit there and think about your media plan and you say, oh, we got TV ads, we've got print, we've got out of home, we've got a digital buy, yep, checked all the boxes, then you're missing a big piece of the box, right? Which is, how do we activate against everything we're doing on these other 5 or 6 mediums, whatever the case may be, radio, and how do we take that back to this channel and activate against that as well? Where this is where I like to say the paid aspect of social media comes in. And this is where I really feel like my job comes in, which is to say, hey, I look at everything else we're doing as the digital media integration person. I've got to say, oh, we need to make sure we're also activating against this on Facebook with some paid ads. Or we need to make sure we're activating against this on Twitter with some paid ads. Or we need to go out and do some sponsored posts with some bloggers about this topic or this conversation. You can do some really more enriching things with that, which is last year with the launch of the Jetta, we went out and gave some bloggers some preview opportunities with those cars. We've done something recently in one of our regions where we let some mommy bloggers in the region have a Rutan for the weekend, and did a sponsored post with them where they were able to talk about our Rutan, how easy it was for them or not easy for them to drive, or whether or not they liked it. So there's a lot of ways to think about how social isn't over here anymore all the time. If you're not paying attention to it as part of your go-to market strategy, as part of your overall media campaign, you're missing a big piece of it. I like to say there's a seed, I talked about it a little bit earlier, but even whether that seed is a TV ad or a big product announcement, or it's one little thing that might just be happening, but you want everybody to be aware of it, it's really what makes it kind of explode. And by pulling it all together, one of the things that made the Volkswagen ad so successful in January was also that we use search. We use search, and we pointed our search to Facebook, and we pointed our search to YouTube. It wasn't just putting it back to the VW.com space and saying, oh, you have to go to VW and watch it. It was, if you watch it on the platform you like best. And by having it on Facebook, it meant that we were exponentially able to grow the viewership of that ad.